Can you imagine, Jamaica, what other practices are there? Can you imagine some of those kitchens? Can you imagine what you're consuming from some of these spaces and places that you don't know about? Distasteful. It's distasteful, but it's important that I show it. We have to be careful of what we're eating out there, because apparently Jamaica what you're seeing is a case where people are play the report, producer, and then I come back to the people then.
The animal being skinned strongly appears to be a dog. It was apparently being prepared for consumption. Now, consuming dog is normal in parts of Asia, particularly China and other countries. Our source says this video was recorded in Jamaica very recently, in fact, today. Our source also claims the practice of capturing and consuming dogs is being done by Asians here for work. But in Jamaica, dogs are not on the list of animals approved for consumption in our Public Health Act. This was confirmed by a public health official who spoke with our news team this afternoon. Head of the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, Pam Lawson, is outraged.
I was repelled. It disgusted me. It did. And watching the animal being skinned and I'm like, how can this be happening here?
Dr. Osbill Watson is Chief Veterinary Officer in the Ministry of Agriculture. He says they have been receiving reports, but no video to substantiate the claims before now.
It's frightening, to say the least. You know, we have heard from time to time incidents like these occurring without getting the actual evidence. But if this video proves to be true, then there is serious concern as it relates to, one, animal welfare. There's a serious animal welfare issue here.
Beyond animal welfare, other breaches. The butchering regulation under the Public Health Act, the location, and the way the animal's carcass is being handled.
The other concerns would be of public health issue and of breach of the butcher's regulations as it relates to whether a dog is listed in the act or in the regulation as an animal that is slaughtered for meat in Jamaica. Based on my knowledge, there is no listing of a dog.
Pam Lawson wants an investigation.
I want them to track down. I think we have to start enforcing. We have to change our laws. Let's be honest. Our laws are pathetic. Our animal welfare laws are pathetic, which is why I think I even mentioned earlier, at least the public health laws are a lot stronger and have more teeth, because our animal laws, the fines are punitive. There's very little that can be done. And I truly do believe that we need to find everything in the book to throw, because this is it's just not acceptable.
Dr. Watson had this to say.
Some of the things we'll have to do is to see if we can get the actual location of where this occurred, to perhaps visit the location to see if there are other animals there subjected to the same condition, or to try and find the source of these animals and to see how long this has been going on so that we can properly investigate and to curtail these activities.
He says a multi-agency investigation will have to be undertaken arising out of this video. Giovanni Dennis, TVJ News.
Jamaica, you see why I've heard about Asians or Chinese who consume dogs and them consume all kind of things. It's not the first we're hearing about this. But Jamaica, you're hearing and you're seeing for yourself for first hand You're seeing for yourself firsthand. So can you imagine what other practices can you imagine, Jamaica, what other practices are there? Can you imagine some of those kitchens? Can you imagine what you're consuming from some of these spaces and places that you don't know about?
Help, help, help. We key out of the ladder.
We need your divine intervention.
Can you imagine? Just imagine, Jamaica, if the man was able to do that level of skinning the dog alive for consumption. Here's the other aspect of the report. Just listen to the other aspect of the report, Jamaica.
Preparing a dog for consumption is normal in Asia and other parts of the world, but not in Jamaica. This clash of cultures is leading to a clash of opinions among Jamaicans.
You know, I change the facts. I'm still eat Chinese food. Still eat the Chinese food.
And we should not tolerate that. Not in Jamaica. In other countries, they eat cockroach, they eat all kind of things.
It's not cool for us. I personally don't like it or wouldn't, consume that. But at least Jamaicans can probably make the rules clear that they're not allowed to do it here.
Part 1, subsection 2 of the Butchering Regulation in the Public Health Act is clear. The list of animals fit for human consumption in Jamaica includes bull, cow, and other forms of cattle, goat or kid, fowl or turkey, and any pig. Absent from that list, dog.
That's exactly the point, Giovanni, because is it a stray dog on the street that could be diseased? Is it coming from somebody's home? Was it stolen? The implications are enormous, Giovanni.
Michael Williams is Director of Environmental Health in the Ministry of Health. Several other breaches happened in the 3-minute-long video.
One, we don't know if it was slaughtered under humane condition. Two, the dismembering of the animal was done on the ground. I think it was a piece of zinc in the open. So it's going to attract flies. And you're going to have fly breeding or the nuisance, all that kind of thing. The person who was doing the slaughtering and cleaning up the animal is not a licensed butcher.
And so, Mr. Williams says there will have to be a joined-up agency investigation.
We would love for the person or persons who produced this video to get in touch with the Ministry of Health so that we can investigate where it took place, who committed this act. And it might be happening more frequent than we can imagine. And with the frequency of occurrence, there is the risk that there is a trade in dog meat.
Mr. Williams concedes it's impossible to police what people eat privately, but there is a wider concern for the public.
The bigger danger, though, we would not want those animals to enter the commercial food trade, because we don't consume dogs or cats in Jamaica. The transmission of diseases, it could be a rabid dog, rabies, It could be an animal that is carrying parasites or you name it. And even the person who is handling it, not a trained butcher, there are a lot of risk involved.
The revised penalty for breaches of the butchering regulations under the Public Health Act is a fine not exceeding $1 million or 12 months in prison if convicted.
Anybody know where dog meat come in like? I show it tonight because what you're seeing make me worried. Anybody know? No. Why I ask Jamaica? Because Growing up, I've always heard grannies say Chinese eat them something here. So can you imagine Jamaica? You're consuming, and when you go to Chinese shop, you know, when you go to a Chinese restaurant in Jamaica, it's the food ever in a some soya sauce, or the food never look, it never have that. The food Jamaica, it's always in a one butter. You ever realize that? So you will hear about mala, or you hear about sweet and sour. You hear it ever in a some red sauce or some black sauce. Hey, Jamaica, you know. Bala! It ever in a something. Sometimes you wonder too. What really depend the line, because them even have one place students where I think I could Tokyo that one day where how would them call it again? It's sweet, bad. And the chicken, it coming like one ball. It coming like one ball. Only not ever go a little Tokyo, man. It coming like one ball. And it in a one butter. Anybody know that? No, man. And a mala chicken. Them call it General Wang, or General. No, Jamaica, when me see me say me can't name that. Me can't, cause me don't know which part of the chicken can turn ball, some ball. Jamaica? You call it General Tao. Jamaica, no. So when I see those things, Jamaica, I said to myself, say, Jamaica, when I see it, when them have plum chicken, you go to them, remember, so them in a sovereign and them there, so and them there. So. Jamaica, when I see these things, you say to yourself, say, somebody say, Andre, dog meat don't taste like chicken, it tastes like mutton or lamb. So, oh, you know where it tastes like Sandy? Hey! Somebody send message to me, say, it tastes like in a taste, Lord Jesus. It's what that. It's what that him put up. It's what that the producer find. That Jamaica, look at that. And them not like the vegetable, you know. Somebody said they ask Google which dog tastes like. I saw it look, students. Me. And that's why I'm going to buy from the nice, authentic restaurant like Premier Kitchen and support local food brands like Premier Kitchen. When if we support local food brands like Premier Kitchen, we're going to the authentic Jamaican food. Yeah, man. Yes. Them something they no. That's why the most where we use with garlic and with ginger and with scallion and with scotch bonnet. Yes, guys. Yesterday, you see, me going at the market and see the foreign cabbage for $200 and the local cabbage for $350, $400. And the local cabbage me buy even though it's expensive because we have to support the local brand.